Scratch all that. You just gave me a new inspiration I was missing, but is essential for my entire mythological model. Demeter as journalism, which begs me to assign Persephone a fitting role as well. And this is literally on the fly, people. Oh, I will make Persephone NGOs on a whim. But I did this at 2 o'clock in the morning, or 1 o'clock in the morning. In retrospect, I might consider swapping that out for medical and healthcare. Just food for thought. But it still works amazingly well.
If we frame Hades as democracy and Zeus as the corporate...
What do I do here? Oh, my bad. Okay. So, I will make Persephone NGOs on a whim. Within the broader framework in which Zeus is the corporate economic state, Hades, democracies, Poseidon, the media, Apollo, Western philosophy, Aphrodite, clergy, Artemis, private equity and venture capitalism, Vulcan, the working class or serf population, Hera, the civilian population as a whole, Pan is authority, Ares is central banking, and Dionysus is taxation. Quote, the power to tax is the power to destroy. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Marshall, like 1832 or something like that. Gaia is matriarchy, and Orianus is shamanism, with Mithra being the human psyche. Cerberus comes in as professional bodies, specifically lawyers' associations, fraternal orders of police, and lobbyists. Styx is the oath systems that maintain the functional integrity of these bodies of functions, and Pallas is underlying raw competitiveness, with Nike, Kratos, Bia, and Zelos as pretty much their standard designation. But the prime focus on this conversation will be Demeter as journalism and Persephone as NGOs, please.
Persephone as NGOs, intermediaries between power and people. Persephone is the perfect match for NGOs. She exists in both worlds, part of her time in the underworld, democracy, and part among the living, corporate-backed initiatives, social movements, and international diplomacy. Key functions of Persephone, NGOs. 1. Bridging worlds. NGOs serve as intermediaries between democratic governance, Hades, and corporate economic structures, Zeus. They sometimes challenge power and sometimes cooperate with it. 2. The captive dynamic. Just as Persephone is bound to return to Hades because of the pomegranate seeds, NGOs are often reliant on corporate state funding, limiting their autonomy.
Never mind, I'm leaving it.
3. Influence over journalism. Persephone's relationship with Demeter parallels how NGOs influence journalism. NGOs often drive media narratives, sometimes acting as whistleblowers, sometimes reinforcing establishment positions. 4. The seasonal cycle of activism. NGOs fluctuate in power. Sometimes they are incredibly influential, shaping major policy changes, e.g., environmental reforms, human rights advances, and at other times they are suppressed or co-opted. 5. Public perception versus reality. NGOs are often seen as altruistic forces. Persephone, the innocent maiden, but many have deep ties to power structures and can act as control mechanisms rather than forces of true change.